I have inadvertently started a series about my book, Living Love, Overcoming Positive Thinking, Prayer, Meditation, and moving into the power of practice. The power of practice, putting love into action. So when you first think about my book and the chapter titles, you may think it's just a run-of-the-mill kind of presentation, information, and it's not. It goes much beyond that. It looks at the reality of the world today and what we need to do and the things we need to acknowledge about love, humanity, caring, sharing, living together. So I've talked about unity as one of the first ones because love unites. That's the main thing that it does, the main trait of it. Today I want to talk about peace. That's another result of loving people. You become at peace with them. But peace is not just the absence of war, and it's not just feeling good and expressing I love you. It's much more than that. It's taking care of each other. The bosses in the world, a lot of them, they want us to feel down, divided, weak. They want us to be held back, to be ignorant and stuff, so they can have more power. So they will tell you the schools are not good, don't teach the right things and things like that. Where are you going to be without education? Education helps you to know what's real in the world, to help you find for yourself, at least should be critical thinking, how to look at things and analyze things, to know the truth, and to create new things, create new ways of living that's helpful to the planet and to the people. Education is very important. Laboratories are important. We need the experimentation stuff to continue, but it needs to get away from the things of war, because it is the absence of war. You can't have peace and have a lot of wars, okay? So the bosses want us to go that route, though, to be against each other and try to land grab and things for them. They want the land. They want the control. They're using you to get there. But we need to be unified, to be at one with each other, caring and sharing. I want to quote something directly from my book. It's a long paragraph. It's not too difficult to understand. World peace cannot be achieved with areas, cities, counties, territories, states, countries, continents vying to have the biggest, the best, the most. It cannot be achieved with leaders that fight for more control, more monetary funds, and more territory. It can be achieved by having coordinators that focus on the distribution of needs across the globe. No kings, no presidents, no dictators, no queens, no czars, no rulers, only coordinators that coordinate us getting what we need. Food, water, shelter, transportation. My computer keeps kicking out every so many minutes. Transportation, shelter, water, food, clean air. The necessities of life. That's what we're after first, and having time with each other, being unified and loving and caring. Those things bring peace, and that's what we need more of, not the division. Peace is justice resting. Peace is freedom found in the power of the people living without fear. So if you're in a fearful situation, you're not at peace with yourself or whatever you fear. And it's not that you have to overcome every last fear and that you won't have fear, but you don't let fear override you, and you don't let fear develop between you and another group of people. We have a lot of differences in the world, but it's because we were raised different in different areas. Even those of us who speak, say, English, speak with different accents, even within the United States. When I lived in Ohio and was younger, I had this really cool knack of listening to someone talk and say, "Oh, you're from Dayton," or "Oh, you're from Columbus," "You're from Cleveland." I knew just by listening to people talk where they were from in Ohio. I don't know why I had that knack, but what it tells me, though, is that even within Ohio, there were differences in language. So it doesn't have to just be between countries and stuff. We have differences in religion, but we're all looking for the good. We're looking for God and God's input into our lives, and God's help when we're sick, you know. And so we had different names for God. Of course, we got different names for God. We live in different places with different languages. Do we look at God? Do we look at God as the same all the time and everywhere? No, because we're different in our cultures. So we think of God a little differently, but we still think of God. We might call him Shanti, Yahweh, God, Gat. There's lots of different names, but there's only one Creator and one God. So give each other a break. Try to understand each other's culture, languages, religions, and if that religion isn't resulting in killing you or something, give them a break. Let them worship the way they worship, and you worship the way you worship. But don't think because you're a Christian or a Jew or Islamic or whatever that you're better than everybody else. You're not. We're equal. And we gain peace through equitable actions. So, think about that. Now, I don't want you to think that my book, again, is all hunky-dory. At the end of every chapter, I will get into wars and stuff even better, but I'm not doing that so much here because in the book I've thought things through. I've worded things closely, and I don't want to say things that'll be taken wrong. So get the book, and again, it's worded the way I really think that we should think about things and implement things. So at the end of each chapter is what we acknowledge as the truth of that particular item, topic. And then I have a section on Together We Now Seek To. So I'm going to give you information. We're going to summarize it in the We Acknowledge section. And then we're going to learn to live in love, to implement things that will change things for the better. So let me read the ones for peace. Peace, we acknowledge, is not submission. It's courage to live without fear. Peace is not weakness. It is strength rooted in justice. Peace is not imposed. It's chosen and built by people. No human being is our enemy. Only those who profit from division. We are all at our roots the same. We are one. This we acknowledge. No war for oil, money, or power will be fought in our name. These things need to be shared. There's no need for money if everything is shared. Power must be in the people, not rich rulers, even if elected. Peace is not silence. It is resistance to tyranny. Resistance to tyranny. Peace is loving actions of unity. Together, we now seek to dismantle the war industry by not buying their products. following their inhumane orders, by refusing to build tanks, warships, warplanes, submarines, and weaponized drones, dismantle the war industry by not joining any armed forces anywhere of any region, build systems of justice that make war unnecessary. So that's kind of where the book goes at the end of each chapter, and that is my presentation on peace. I again get a lot deeper into it, but I want to make sure that I don't want to read my material and bore you to death. I probably bored you enough, but I want to know I've carefully worded things because I don't want any misunderstandings, but I do want people to be focused on practicing love, doing what's necessary to bring peace, unity, health to everyone and everything on this planet. God be with you until our next presentation.